we need 5,000 simoleons to pay off the capitalist green mushroom. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back to do some more of our Enchanted by Nature gameplay. We will be back to 100 Baby and our other legacy challenges this coming week as well, but I want to keep going more with this Let's Play because there's a few more things that I want to check out. Like I want to go further with the Naturopath career, so I'm thinking there's probably going to be maybe one more episode with Taylor and exploring all of that, and I do kind of want them to become a plant sim, so I'm still having a lot of fun playing with her, and so I'm gonna keep going as long as I'm having fun and you all are interested as well. We're gonna keep poking at it. But in our last episode we did a bunch more fables. They got promoted in the naturopath career, which means that they can now see like clients on their home lot. So when they start the naturopath career today, that is definitely what we are going to do. So in our game, this is our sim Taylor. They have already completed the nature nomad aspiration and they're now working on the elixir enthusiast aspiration. They've got quite a little garden going over here. Lots of good production of items, and we had brought this gnome to life, and the gnome upgraded like a whole bunch of our plants. We have a whole bunch of perfect plants because of the gnome. But let's go ahead and have them harvest all of their plants. They are a plant lover. Let's see, what is their luck for today? They're having good luck. We do have our Aura Blossom plant set to good luck, so that will hopefully be helping them out. We do have plants we can evolve, but they're not in season, and it does kind of annoy me a little bit that you can't evolve plants out of season. But our forbidden fruit is ready, so let's get that evolved. And let's go ahead and have a little something to eat. We'll eat a bell pepper, and then let's follow it up with some cherries. They are level 9 with the natural living skill. Finished the nature's nomad aspiration. We've done a whole bunch of fables. We've like woken the great gnome, and their apothecary skill is almost level 4. We also have a bunch of fables that we're working on. We need 5,000 simoleons to pay off the capitalist green mushroom. We're not quite there yet. We do have to harvest some bluebells, which we've been going to Willow Creek and trying to trigger one of the bluebell plants there to like produce bluebells so that we can do this. And we still need to collect lightning leaf roots, so I think we're gonna forage for some apothecary ingredients just kind of around our house until it's time to start work and see if we can find those lightning root, because right now we can't harvest any from the plant that's growing in Everdew because we did it too recently. So we're just gonna forage and see if we can find any. Okay, so see, we can see clients at Taylor's home lot. So we're going to choose that option. All right, seeing clients at home. Welcome to Taylor's first day seeing clients at home. A client will arrive at the door immediately, and Taylor will have the opportunity to put their skills to use. Conduct client intake to invite the client inside. Then the fun begins. Assess the client as thoroughly as possible by asking questions and discussing their daily habits in order to identify the root cause of the visit, whether it's an ailment or a cure or imbalance to help correct. Remember, if Taylor is not sure, continue assessing the client to narrow down the possibilities. Okay, Mila has arrived to seek holistic care from Taylor. Find her at the front door, but here is Mila. So we need to treat the Sim's issues, conduct client intake, ask about symptom, and discuss forces of nature. So let's invite Mila in. We're going to have to stop foraging for our ingredients and focus on our client here. So Mila Munch has arrived with an issue, and we need to figure out what her issue is. We don't have an apothecary table on our home lot. We've just been using the one that's like out in the world. I've built a little greenhouse sort of structure here so that we have a building to invite Mila in, since it did not like that I couldn't invite her in. It took like half of my money. So we are now not closer to paying off the gnome. So let's try again. Let's try to invite her in. The good news with this though is that all of our plants are now inside and they are sheltered. So they should all be growing except for like the trees, but there's not much we can do about that. Okay, there we go. Now we can have more interaction with her. Okay, so we'll do a client assessment. Ask about symptoms. I think this is the simoleon fever, but I think we have to like go through all of the steps to get like our full amount. Okay, conduct client intake. I've been feeling really under the weather and I'm not sure what's wrong. Can you help me? Okay, holistically examine the client. Ask the client to yell out loud or discuss forces of nature. So we do have a pie menu that's the naturopath career. So let's ask the client to let out a primal yell. I feel like that was a bit subdued. You don't like my mailbox? To deal with it. I'm pretty sure she has the simoleon thing. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Holistically examine Mia. Oh, she just threw up. Oh, gross. I hate being the one who whines about earning money, especially when I don't have to do any work. But I'm sick of coughing and the discomfort that goes along with it. Okay. Identify root cause. I think it's the simoleon fever ailment. I think that that's what's going on with her, because she's got the simoleons like on her skin, and we do need to identify the root cause. So let's do that. Taylor has successfully identified what's ailing Mila. Alright, so we are gonna need to make the simoleon cure, because we don't have that. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab the apothecary table. We will circle back around to getting the money for the green mushroom, but I feel like we need to get this sorted here. Simoleon fever cure. Okay, that's a pretty easy one. It just takes like a daisy and some lemons, which we have. And they've reached level 4 of the apothecary skill. Through toil and trouble, Taylor is proving their salt in the art of apothecary. They can now craft noxious gas and hooked on nature elixirs. They are feeling energized from the right approach. After holistically examining a client, Taylor feels like they are one step closer to identifying the root cause, which they have done. They're feeling good because they're, helping people out. I think that's something that's really important to them. And I think we're good. We just got the cure made. So let's come over and give Mila a cure. Alright, simoleon fever cure is what we are providing for Mila here, who is standing in our pond. And it worked! We only earned 106... Maybe, oh, you know what? I bet we need to make sure that the bar... I thought that, like, giving them the cure would, like, fill the bar up all the way. Turns out it doesn't. We only made 160 simoleons from that day of work, so that's not amazing. But... Now I understand the naturopath career a little bit better, and we can do better next time. So it's all good. Okay, what I'm not sure about is what is this emotion stone? Oh, we have to be level 6. So the emotion stone can be crafted at level 6 of the apothecary skill. While it's in Taylor's inventory, select them or the stone and use it to detect emotions. Alright, so we have to get level 6 of the apothecary skill before we can do that one. So we've got some work to do. But for our fables, we need some bluebells. So let's go to Willow Creek and let's see if we can harvest our bluebells, because I think they should be ready. Is it annoying that I have to keep going to Willow Creek? Yes, but now we'll be able to plant the bluebells on our lot too, so we'll have some on hand at least. So there's that. We also are supposed to like research cures on the computer, so maybe we can do that while we're here at the library. Alright, there are bluebells on the bush, so let's come and harvest the bluebells. And then you can study holistic care. Alright, the bluebells have been harvested. Oh dear, Brittany Cho is here. Brittany Cho looks like she might have an ailment. Either that or a really weird sunburn. Oh goodness! Alika also has the same ailment or a really weird sunburn. Since we have the bluebells, where do we have to deliver them? Deliver them to the Mystic Fairy in Everdeen. Oh no. Taylor felt a little queasy earlier and hoped it was nothing, but now it's obvious they have a full-blown ailment. Maybe they didn't wash their hands enough, or maybe it was from the odd-looking scent. We have an ailment. What's the ailment? Oh my gosh, we caught simoleon fever from Mila. So now Taylor has simoleon fever. Goodness gracious! How are we supposed to treat people if we end up with the same ailment? All right, well, let's go deliver our bluebells to the fairy, the mystical fairy. And then I guess we better go home and make ourselves our own simoleon cure and cure ourselves because now we're sick. All right, where is the mystic? Okay, here's the mystical fairy. So let's come and deliver the bluebell to the mystical fairy. All right, the fable is completed. They must have been drawn towards the neighboring lawn after soaking up all of the dust. But no pixies were present at the garden so pleasant, yet the neighbor's big lie was a bust. Yet still they denied that their garden had died from their fatal lack of care. All their hard work was something to shirk, and come winter their pantry was bare. Okay, so we got Aura Blossom seed and flowers. Oh, we got an Aura Blossom seed. We already have an Aura Blossom bush, but we got an Aura Blossom seed. We should also ask about... We should also ask them about maybe curing our ailment. This says, ask for help curing the ailment. What does actually this do for us? Taylor has heard of a productive cough, but a profitable one? That's new. This uncomfortable ailment makes them sporadically cough up simoleons. Maybe we don't want to cure this ailment right now. I mean, they're uncomfortable, but we need money. Let's ask for fairy dust. Because I think we only have one thing of fairy dust. Okay, there's our Aura Blossom seed. We still need our lightning root. But maybe if we get enough fairy dust... Oh, we only got 2 fairy dust from that one. Let's see if we can find some more fairy dust, because I'm thinking that maybe we buy a lightning root seed and then we bring our gnome to life again. All right, let's see if we can find another fairy to get some fairy dust from. Is Karen here? Because we're good friends with Care. Oh yeah, they're in the bar here. So let's come and let's ask for some fairy dust from Karen. We got another fairy in here too. We don't know that fairy though. We're just gonna stick with Karen here. Wait, don't go away! I want your fairy dust! Come back! Oh, they only gave us 1 fairy dust. These fairies are being a bit stingy with their fairy dust right now. Not sure I'm here for that. I would like to make my garden come back to life. There is no fairy dust in that fairy house. Because you can get fairy dust from the fairy houses. There's just not any right now. Where's Oberon? Is Oberon around? Because I think we're friends with him too. We're also attracted to Oberon, but no, Oberon is not here. All right, let's go back home and let's get a lightning root seed and at least get it planted. Oh, you know what else I kind of wanted to do? We've got some more flowers to plant. But I want another planter for that because our planter boxes are pretty full. Except for this one, which I plan to put the special plants in that. So let's make this a little bit bigger because we were able to get some holly and we got a begonia and we also found an orchid and we can do a chrysanthemum. We got some parsley, but I don't know if I'm gonna plant that. So we'll come plant these. Oh, wait, we just coughed up like 800 simoleons worth of simoleons, and we're having some good luck while planting. I'm thinking maybe we keep this simoleon fever because that was good. Oh, we can collect the aura petals from this now. So I'm wondering if we can collect more lightning root. All right, let's see clients on our home lot again. Alright, Penny has arrived to seek holistic care. We're harvesting all of our plants right now, so we'll do that. Where is Penny? Here is Penny Pizzazz. Is Taylor a little sick with their own ailment at the moment? Yes. Yes, they are. But yeah, here we are foraging on and treating anyway. But with just randomly getting 800 simoleons, we're gonna keep this ailment for right now. Alright, so now that I understand what I'm doing a little bit more with the whole system, I know that I need to make sure this is full before we treat the client's issues. I normally wouldn't come to a naturopath, but I feel like I'm out of options. Don't let my trust in you be misplaced. Okay, we only coughed up 54 simoleons that time. Oh, and now we're throwing up. So maybe not the best professional image. I don't see anything on Penny's skin indicating a particular ailment. Like, Mila very clearly had the simoleon fever ailment. Maybe Penny's ailment is obsession with clay. Could you please put the clay away so I can help you? I thought the clay problem went away. I've been feeling so down recently that I haven't been able to leave the bed. My heart is heavy like a weight keeping me in place. I really just want to get out of this rut. Am I just sad or is there something more happening? Okay, so let's ask about sleep patterns. It could be that Penny is just sad and maybe we have to make a sadness cure. I feel like that was maybe a cure that we could make. Anyway, we will get to the bottom of it. We are narrowing down the root cause. I'm thinking it's either going to be emotional distress or the emotional void ailment. All right, we have narrowed it down even further. So we only have 4 choices left. It's a lot like the doctor career, but just more with like a natural like spin on things, and then you actually like create the treatment yourself. But it's very similar to things with like the doctor career. All right, so we've narrowed it down to emotional distress, emotional void ailment, or greeny meanie. I honestly am not 100% sure which one. Maybe if we ask about aura changes, I don't know if it's going to be emotional void or emotional distress. Okay, it is emotional distress. So let's identify the root cause. We just needed to ask like one more question. We got it there. All right, so we have discovered what is ailing Penny. Let's do a sympathetic hug. Is that the cure? Is the cure for emotional distress a sympathetic hug? Provide emotional... Okay, now we can treat their issues. We are fully full here. Let's see. Maybe the calming draft? Let's try the calming draft. Penny is very sad, and that will remove a sad or angry moodlet. So let's go make a calming draft. We might have one, actually. Or did we give that away? I feel like we made that once before. So we're gonna go make that. While Taylor is making that, I'm gonna clear out some of this extra stuff in our inventory that we can just sell. And we are gonna have enough to pay off the green mushroom. All right, let's go and treat Penny's issue with the elixir that we just made. All right, let's do the calming draft. I really think that that's going to be the right one for Penny. Taylor exceeded all expectations, leaving their client relieved and cured. We made almost 300 simoleons. That cure obviously didn't work. I know we all have bad days, but my health is in your hands. I'm out of here. Oh no! Did we give her the wrong cure? I mean, she was sad, so it seems like that should have worked. Oops. But now we can, let's go back and find the green mushroom and pay off the green mushroom. All right, a truffle. So the riddle from the green mushroom was a Lawrence chef awarded dish, a forager's ultimate wish. Rich but not rare, the land grabs eat, but to the rags a chocolate sweet. What am I? A truffle. All right, the fable has been completed. Soon, one day, enraged by modernity's claim, their gnomes came straight to defend. They descended upon the village town's lawn, seeking justice for their dear friend. A war did break out, and at first it was thought that greenery could be preserved. But this battle they fought would soon be found fraught, as failure was what they deserved. And so from betrayal the maiden did leave, the spirit now all on their own. But with their good deeds, the spirit believes her heart will be theirs once they've grown. A glasswood tree has been placed in my household inventory, and everdew seeds have also been placed. You have such taste. Okay, so we've completed that fable. We have a moody shrub seed, and we have a lightning root seed. Nice. And then we also got another aura blossom seed. So we don't need to buy a moody shrub seed, so that's good. Let's summon Bruce Almighty back and see if there's any other fables that he might have for us. And then we can get planted our seeds. And I also want to see if we can harvest another lightning root. They have no fables to give us at this time. Okay, well, who else can give us fables? Have we done all of the fables? Does Todd... Well, that's not Todd anymore. Does the apothecary guy have any other ones? I guess we need to come say hello to the new apothecary guy, who is now Aaron Dickens. Alright, let's go over here and acquire a fable from the apothecary. Let's see if there's anything new from the new apothecary guy. Alright, we have done Be Kind, Unwind. We have not done lie waiting. Upon a full moon, at a werewolf's high noon, emotions were stirring down under. A boy had just met a creature to pet, but a greeting with Greg he did blunder. He went screaming away, telling neighbors that stray had pierced the boy's skin with its teeth. But no marks were seen, the boy's skin was clean, and the story was swept underneath. Again and again, that sweet charlatan would spin tale after tale about Greg. Now just wait and see, for his ultimate plea was that Greg had consumed his whole leg. Okay, so for that one, we have to craft a balanced mind elixir. But we also want to see about getting some more lightning root seeds for the other fable that we've been working on. So back to Everdew we go. Let's go back home. We can plant the new seeds that we got, because we did get some lightning root seeds, as well as the moody shrub. So we can get those planted in our little house. So we do need to earn money by selling crafted items at the apothecary table. So I think that we should just work on making some different things from the apothecary table. And we have to make a balanced mind elixir. Okay, we do not have enough skill for that. Let's work on maybe some of these others that we can sell. We're level 4, so let's do a hooked on nature. And let's just get some elixirs that we can sell since we have to make some money. Since Taylor has reached the point of being very uncomfortable with this ailment, and we're doing okay on money, I think that I'm gonna have them do the simoleon fever cure. So I think we'll have them do that. We'll get that cured, get that sorted, and then they'll maybe be a little bit happier about making their elixirs for the potential of selling. Taylor just got struck by lightning! Oh gosh. So apparently there are some risks to sleeping outside. Taylor got struck by lightning. That's not great. Oh no, they're dazed. Taylor has been struck by a bolt of lightning. Okay, be careful going out here to harvest the lemon. Oh goodness. So they are almost level 5 of the apothecary skill now, despite being nearly killed and struck by lightning. That was not good. Alright, maybe stay inside here a little bit, Taylor. Here I'm like worried about being electrocuted from the lightning root plant, but I needed to be worried about them being electrocuted by real actual lightning. They were working on making some various like apothecary elixirs and such, so we've been working on that with them to sell to Todd at the apothecary table. And we can go ahead and sell like a whole bunch of the stuff that they're harvesting too. We're not selling the ingredients that we're using, but everything else we can sell. And they're starting to get some more money around now. So I feel like we've crossed that threshold of where it's like really hard to make money, and it's starting to get a little bit easier for them. And they're starting to do a little bit better and be a little bit more successful. Alright, Apothecary level 5, halfway to mastery. Taylor has a little more resistance to the various smells when using the apothecary table, and they can now craft a wee drink and momentary happiness. The Apothecaris tablet organizer can now be purchased from build mode. Okay. So they do need to be level 6 to make the balanced mind elixir, and they are not there yet. I think that perhaps today, let's send them off to work today. We won't treat anyone today. I do like that there's like a variety of options with this. You can treat patients if you want. If you want to speed it up a little bit, you can send it off to work, or you can have them work from home. Actually, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, let's have Taylor work from home. Then we can just do their work from home assignment, and we can sell some more, we can try to sell some elixirs to work on that part of the aspiration. So let's work from home. Right, they need to design a balance program on the computer. So we can head over to the park for that. But let's get them to take care of their needs a little. I think we'll have them bathe and see if we can maybe get some of this singed look off them. And then we'll head over to the park because we did put a computer there to have them work on that. And then we can check in with selling some of these elixirs that we have been making. We've finished the work from home assignment for today. Let's see what we can sell some elixirs here. Oh, Todd is back. Okay, hi Todd. Sell elixirs. All right, we can sell the calming drought. Oh, we can sell the cow plant horn. Nice. All right, let's just sell pretty much everything we have. All right, 331 simoleons. Not bad. Or let's go back to Everdew and check on the lightning petals. Or lightning root. Let's check on the lightning root. Oh, we still can't collect from the lightning root. That's annoying. But let's get some more fairy dust, because we just need 2 more fairy dust to bring our gnome back to life. So let's ask Karen for some fairy dust, and we can also ask the mystical fairy for some fairy dust. Wait, we're like friends with the mystical fairy. Why is it like making me For some reason, I can't ask the mystical fairy for fairy dust. Well, this is an interesting bug. We met Zalia Amani once. We were good friends with her. Now there's another one that we don't know. So that's a little weird. Interesting bug. Maybe that's why we can't ask them about their fairy dust, because we don't actually know them. Okay, where's Oberon? Let's invite Oberon over and get some fairy dust off him. We're just gonna get all the fairy dust from everybody. Alright, here is... Oh wait, here's fairy dust here on the ground too. Get that. And then we're gonna ask for fairy dust from Oberon. And then we can bring our lovely little gnome to life and get the gardening all sorted out. Oberon hooked us up with some fairy dust. We found some on the ground. Very good. Let's go get our garden all sorted again. I feel like the only person left that might have a table we haven't done is Joe the tradesperson. Okay, let's come in and let's bring the gnome to life for fairy dust. But we have to be careful that we don't anger the evil gnomes, because we want this gnome to bless our garden and make our garden all like happy and excited. There we go. It insta-grew everything. We can evolve everything too. Alright, but that also means that we can come and collect lightning root leaves. We can also collect emotions from the moody shrub and collect aura petals as well. Ooh, and we got another rare seeds packet. We're gonna get seed packets like all over the place with this. The gnome goes kind of crazy. Alright, we collected our lightning root and we finished the fable. The bunny was faster, a social postmaster, and Chicky was taking her time. But like a true flake, a bunny needed a break, leaving Chicken alone in her prime. Not long and with luck, the chicken had snuck past the bunny's number of submissions. And with her small speed, the post to her feed had won the contest conditions. The bunny was stunned that the chicken out-punned an expert like her in this race. But the chicken was proud and stated aloud, "Well, isn't the egg on your face?" Alright, a supernatural shield has been placed in Taylor's inventory. We collected 2 embarrassed emotion potions, an inspired emotion potion, a scared emotion potion, and playful from the shrub. We got some more aura petals, and the gnome is getting our garden like all sorts of happy over here. Oh, a that's an elixir. Okay, I was not sure what that was. And, oh wait, oh dear. Now we have the emotional void ailment. Taylor feels like their emotions have been drained away, leaving nothing but a void. Oh dear. Okay, that's like what the one that looks like scales is, apparently, is the emotional void. Well, I would like to cure that and maybe not have an emotional void. So go make an emotional void cure. I mean, it just leaves them in a fine, but you know, there's perks to having some emotions sometimes. You know, emotions are good. It's important that we feel our emotions. And since we're in the greenhouse and everything can like grow instantly, this is our forbidden fruit tree that kind of looks like a plantain tree, but it's the forbidden fruit, which will turn us into a plant sim. I still want to do that. I do still want to have Taylor become a plant sim. A wee drink. This elixir will almost certainly cause a bladder failure. How uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. You can make them have a bladder failure. We are getting close to the emotional stone and being able to make that. Oh yeah, another rare seed packet. Very good. Is our gnome done? I think our gnome might be done. Let's open the rare seed packets and see what we get Taylor is having good luck, so it should be a good luck thing from those seed packets. And then we can like get everything else open too. What do we get? Oh, we got a sad magic bean and a seed-shaped gemstone. All right, I think that with this, we're going to wrap up this episode here for today. We've seen some more with the naturopath career. We're working our way through the apothecary skill. I do think that maybe the trader guy is going to have another fable for us. I'm not 100% sure how many more fables we're going to have, because I feel like we've been through most of them. We are waiting to get to level 6 to make that balanced mind elixir. So what I think I might do is play Taylor a little bit off camera, get them through a little farther through the naturopath career, get their apothecary skill up a little bit. And I think in the next episode, I want to have them become a plant sim and check that out, because I've actually never done plant sims before. So I think that that could be fun. I'm thinking maybe a couple more episodes with Taylor and exploring all of this, because I feel like we've made some pretty good progress through a lot of things with the pack. Obviously, we haven't really looked at fairies yet, but that's okay. I wanted to explore more of this part with Taylor and less of the fairy. Let me know in the comments below if you think we should maybe extend this a little bit further and have Taylor actually become a fairy after they're done being a plant sim. I want to do a plant sim because I've never done a plant sim. But let me know in the comments below if you would like to see some of the fairy stuff as well, kind of with all of this. I do want to get a small like structure built for Taylor. They do have a houseplant. They haven't really done anything yet with houseplants, so it'd be kind of fun to have a little structure for them besides just their garden house here that we have. So let me know, again, in the comments below your thoughts on all of that. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!